Hello Year 3 and welcome to another lesson at home for PE. So we're going to focus today's lesson on striking, catching and balancing. So we will be recapping what we practiced last week, and then we're also going to be striking using our equipment. So I want you to be in a nice safe area, and the only equipment you will need today is a book or a tennis racket if you have one, so probably a book, and a scrunched up piece of paper to make and use as our ball. So please go and get your equipment and pause the video now. Well done Year 3. So to start with, we're going to work on some balance work. So we're going to throw our piece of equipment up in the air and we're going to try and balance it on our book. So it's important that you try and keep the book nice and straight. If you tilt it down, think about what could happen. So it's going to go up into the air and try and balance it. And again, up and balance. If that's too easy, swap hands and have another go, but with your weaker hand. So pause the video and spend a couple of minutes practicing, please. Off you go, Year 3. Well done, Year 3. Now to challenge yourself this time, what I would like you to do is to be moving around at the same time. So you may be walking around the room, a little throw up and a balance. Then you may walk and balance your piece of paper on your book, and you may do it again. Up, balance. You may then want to do some side-to-side movements, trying to keep it under control. Think of different ways that you can move around. So our little activities: throw up, balance, whilst on the move this time, in a safe area. Keep an eye on where you are going and on your piece of equipment. So pause the video and have a practice, please. Great work, Year 3. Our next activity, we're going to start our piece of equipment on our racket, our book, and we're going to lift it up in the air, and then we're going to try and catch with our other hand. Maybe do that 5 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, then swap hands and have a go with your other hand. So you're just lifting it up in the air and catching. Watch your piece of equipment with your eyes. So have a go with that, please. Well done, Year 3. So this time we're going to focus on striking our piece of equipment up in the air. So you need to be careful to try and keep it under control. You want your piece of equipment just to come up to eye level. And then we're going to try and keep it under control by bringing it down and up. So I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to try and keep it under control. I'm watching my piece of equipment with my eyes. You may want to add in some counting skills. You may get 10. So then focus on challenging yourself, and next time try and get to 11 and more. You may want to introduce a little competition with some family members and encourage them to join in. So you may want to use a book, or maybe if you've got a whiteboard at home, something nice and firm, up, 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 and try and keep control of your piece of equipment. So have a go at that, please. Well done, guys. So you can challenge yourself by maybe using one hand this time. You may want to use 2 hands if you want to get better control. If that's too easy, you may want to use your forehand, turn the book over and use your backhand. So you're hitting up, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, and try and keep it under control. So you're just tilting the book around. That is a hard challenge for yourselves to do if you're finding the 2 hands and 1 hand easy. So spend a couple of minutes practicing, please. Off you go. Excellent work. So now we're going to focus on some striking and trying to hit our piece of equipment somewhere accurately. So I have got a little bucket to try and land mine in. You may want to land it on a jumper, a tin of beans, something you've got at home that you can use as a little target in a safe area. And all I would like you to do is practice hitting your piece of equipment with your book. So I'm going to stand up, I'm going to bring my book back and then forward and work on some accuracy skills. So, piece of paper up and hit. I have missed the bucket, as you can see. Okay, it doesn't matter, it's quite close. I just go and pick it up and have a go. Again. And get used to striking your piece of equipment. If that is too easy, you may want to make the distance longer. You may want to go into your hallways or your gardens. If you're finding that difficult, you may want to bring your target closer. You may just want to get used to some striking to start with and just get used to hitting it anywhere in a safe area. So have a go at that, and you may want to invite others in your household to have a go too. Off you go. Pause the video, please. Well done, Year 3. And our last little activity today is going to be a partnership. So you're going to work with somebody in your house, and they're going to start with your piece of paper. They're going to throw the piece of paper nicely to you in the air, and you're going to try and strike it back to them with your book. And they can focus on their catching. You then may want to swap over and have a go at the throwing and the catching, and the adult or your brother and sister may then want to have a go at the striking. So you're working on your striking and your catching and your throwing this time. So somebody may throw you the piece of equipment, and then it will be your job to try and hit it back to them for them to catch. So there's only me here today, so what I would like you to do now is find somebody in your house who can throw you the piece of equipment, and then focus on keeping your eyes on the prize and striking it back to them. If you find that too easy, you may then want to go and get 2 books and try and keep a little rally together and count how many you can do. So I would love to see photos and videos of you catching and striking from today's lesson, and you can upload it to your profiles, please, on your portfolio, sorry, on Dojo. So have fun, and I'll see you all soon.